Hello guys, welcome back. It's grimreaper coming at you for another video for Raid Shadows. Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you had a great weekend and hopefully not too busy. The fusion just finished and a couple of things have gone live, so it's looking like a busy week on the week where it's a bit of a break from the fusion, stuff like that. Obviously you got the siege going live soon. So we've got the Prism Jewel event going live in Sand Devil. In the days, a bit shocking on the events. The event is looking pretty expensive, right? Like they put the stone up to 4,200 points. They put the stone at 6,300. It used to be at 4,000 or something like that. Not a good move from player. I'm not a big fan of this. Obviously, I understand that they're running the business and stuff like that. It's just a bit frustrating to see this go and change, right? Hopefully they'll have some second thoughts about this and try and help us out. On the bright side, we do have some freebies, right? We've got 1,000 NG in the inbox, a 5-star chicken and legendary toe, and some artifacts as well, which was an interesting move. I think this is Plarium's way of trying to promote these artifact chests, and the artifacts obviously just all come up on my screen. Honestly, they're the worst pack, one of the worst packs in Raidshadowlegends and stuff like that. So I would recommend not buying them. If you're gonna buy gear packs, buy the specific gear that you actually need and not the ones that you need. Right, let's get into today's video. We're gonna go and do a I want to do a video covering this champion for a while, actually, for Hydra, right? Because it actually hits fairly hard when we're talking about Quintus. Now, Quintus is obviously the free legendary that you do get from Live Arena, which is stuck behind quite a bit of a big paywall kind of thing. But all of us would potentially at some point will get this guy. Doesn't matter if you're free to play, low spender and stuff like that, as more people play Live Arena and stuff like that, and gradually get Quintus. Now, for arena content, Quintus was probably released 2 years too late, right, for the meta, right? He would have been fantastic in the old metas where Trunda and stuff like that was meta and would have been a really nice champion to gain. Other than that, he isn't nothing too special. There is a couple of people that run him. If you're tight on champions, for example, he could definitely do some work in that. But he can also do some work in Hydra. And that's where we're going to take him out today and show you potentially his best builds, how you should build him, and how we look at him, and what damage he can do. Now, I'm really impressed with his damage overhaul. His A1 is a crazy hitter, and we'll talk about this shortly. His A2 can remove buffs from like mischief and stuff like that, and you'll see throughout the whole one that this is quite effective. And this one really wasn't anything so special. However, it's nice to see that he can put increased attack on himself. Critical damage is not really so much when you've got the stats we have today. We are running him in Nightmare comp as well. It's basically a full auto comp. I turn off every now and again to kind of make my life a bit easier. And it's super nice passive as well. So overall, his base stats, like his attack, 1,600, fairly average. His speed is good at 105 for attack nuker. There is some better nukers now in there that has a little bit faster speed, but this is pretty average as well. So what's this guy make him so good? It's basically this ability and this ability that hits super hard for that. So if you look at the team that we're putting in today's video, you can kind of see that I'm trying to build a team around him to maximize their team. And I tried using some champions where it would make sense to it. So we're going to go into the team depth now, and we're going to have a look at this team depth and see on what we can do with the team. And then I'll break down the team as well to explain the important roles of making Quintus successful in Hydra. Now, this is not my best damage team by a long shot. I wanted to try and bring some champions that I like to see in there and a little bit different, and also a couple of champions that you will be familiar with, like a couple of fusions and stuff like that. So let's get into it then, and let's go and check it out. Right, okay, so you can see our team in here. So we've got a couple of roles, right, and I'm going to explain the roles. We've got Krisk in here for his Provoke, tanking abilities like his passives and ally protection and the continuous heal on himself. The increased speed from Krisk is super nice as well, with the speed up, and he has AoE decreased speed on a 30% chance on hitting 1. Now you can take Sniper to make this a 35%, and you can also take Master Hex to make this a 2-turn cooldown to a 3-turn cooldown, which is a 30% chance. Then we've also got pretty much juiciness from him. We've got Cardiel, who is going to bring the ally attack. He's going to bring the revive on death, which brings survivability. He's got heals on E1, and really good synergy with his counter partner, Cecilia the Flame Tongue, which we'll go into in a second. Obviously, bringing an ally attack will allow you to do Quintus A1 more, which is where the damage is. Also, will bring you the critical rate buff, so you can also build 70% critical rate if you wanted to. You can also come in with the ally attack for the AoE decrease speed to make it more consistent. Now, if you can get Hex on Chris, that would be even better. I can't get stats on this, so we have the Hex set on Cecilia for today's video, and you can pretty much look at that as either way. Obviously, Krisk is also in here to lock down DK and deal with mischief, as well as we're running a Provoke set on Mighty Hugo, who is also in here to help lock down DK. Now we have Cecilia in here for the HU burns, the defense down, the weaken, and some damage, and obviously to spread the hex. She does have the mechanics again, extra turn. If she's successful landing all the HU burns, which super help. That helps to deal with Blythe with the poison, poison cloud. If we're missing the block buffs, this will still allow us to be able to carry on doing what we can do, and also helps with damage. Now, if you bring in Breathless Blademaster, you could do extra damage with Cecilia. Now, obviously, Mighty Hugo's in here for the revive, the speed up, which is only switched on for when we lose champions. I did turn it off. Block buffs, decrease attack, and decrease accuracy, which is a bonus. Helps you deal with Provoke on Wrath, helps you deal with the steal from Mischief, and helps to deal with the poisons from Blythe, and the Pain Link, which is going to come. Is it the Pain Link? I think it's Pain Link or the heal reduction from DK. I can't remember that one too much off the top of my head. Obviously, Samuel's in here for damage, and he's also in here to deal with Torment if he comes up and it doesn't stop us getting fit. Now, is the roles of everyone. Definitely you want to basically cover the basics when you're building a Hydra team, which is a defense down, attack down, a weaken, the decreased speed, and the increased speed up. They are generally the basics for in-game comps, and that is what you should generally be looking into, as well as bringing in ally attacks and stuff to try and get more turns throughout that, right? So let's get into the run. Let's play it. I'm going to play this on a 3 or 4 turn speed more faster. You can slow this down in the YouTube settings of this, so if you want to see it in more detail, and then we'll go over a couple of things towards the end, and I'll show you the gear that we use on Quintus. I'm not going to show you all the gear on all the champions because it's making this video very long. If you are interested in seeing the gear on all the champions, you can go ahead and enter my Discord. Just ping me and I'll reply to you when I can and share the builds on you in my Discord. I want to keep this video short and sweet and mainly focus on Quintus as overall. You can also find some of these builds like Cecilia, Samuel, Krisk, and Cardiel on other videos like Fire Knight, for example, Fire Knight 10 and stuff like that, because I use them in multiple places, so you can also find them on my YouTube channel. Let's just go and check out the playlist. Let's get into it then, and let's see what we can do. So as you can see, we have a lot of damage coming in from Quintus. He is doing most of the damage in his comp, out damaging Cecilia with the Hex set, which is pretty nice. We also have Cardial coming in with the ally attack, which is super nice. Cardial is built for damage, which does help this comp. And really, the more in game you get, you want to try and build your comp to be more damage inflicted and try and crit cap on everyone and basically kind of go into it. Now, if you have high level blessings, that generally will help with you more. Now, 44 million with Quintus in a half an hour run on Nightmare is fantastic damage. I know it's not the most crazy keys that I've built on my account before, and obviously I could build a more crazy team with him if needed to be, and he can do way more damage. But generally, if you do have him and you're tight on roster, especially if you pull a huge blessing, then that would be something that would be really beneficial for you. Anyway, so we've gone over his kit and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and see in today's build what we've got for him and to see what we can do. So I will say he isn't lethal, but I will go over a couple of things that might be better on him and stuff like that. Now, for blessings, I do think having Kest is the blessing to go with him up until you get to level 6, and then level 6 I would probably take Crusher Ram. They'll probably be my 2 recommendations. You can also try Phantom Touch if you're level 4 or 5, especially if you're running this guy in Fire Knight as well. So as you do that, then there's other things that you can do as well. Then these are the masteries that we're running on today's video, because these are stuff that I would generally run on him in arena, and we're looking to ignore as much defense as possible. It's not a good idea to take Retribution, but we do have Samuel on our team, so Retribution is perfectly fine. If you're not running like Samuel or something like that, I would probably just come down in support and just maybe take like Law Steel. And if you are struggling to build ignore defense or low level blessing like I do, it's probably better to be more into Giant Slayer, which would benefit from the A1 more, or maybe even War Master if you're just going to choose the A2 and A3 way more specifically. So that's something you could generally look into as well. Then for the gears, I would probably go 9-piece Merciless, which would be the most beneficial. Obviously, after that, it would be the 6-piece Merciless. You would ignore 35% target defense and get that 4-star cooldown even more, which is very useful. Now we have for the banners, we do have increased attack with speed substat. You want it to go very fast with high damage. You want that critical damage as well here. We don't actually have any accuracy on him, so looks like we did quite well with that A2. We have attack substat here with attack here and attack percentage. And then we're going to come in with speed boots, attack chest with send attack, and then critical rate and critical damage with critical rate and speed and attack substat. And then just looking for the juicy stats across the board, which is super nice. So overall then, we do have some great haul bonuses, which I'll share with you guys as well. So his speed is 268. Now, if you can get him faster, that would be even better. We do have extra 12% ignore defense on him as well, overall, which is fantastic. It's really super strong and positive on him. Then we have 315 critical damage. I think once you get to the 300 mark, you're looking very good. You could then push his attack up even more and look at other things as well. Like even a bit more survivability would be super nice as well. So that's about it for today's video. We're going to wrap up there. Let me know down in the comments, do you have Quintus? Are you using him anywhere? Are you using him in any video, in any Hydra or Fire Knight, which is basically his like best spots, right? And stuff like that. And that's it for today. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I've been Grim Reaper. I'll see you on tomorrow's upload. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.